Hey, I just got this question today. Is Google Organic going to be a dominant form of lead gen in 3 years from now? And I'm not going to answer that question right now. I just want you to think about it for a second. Is Google Organic, meaning not the ads, going to be a dominant form of lead gen in 3 years? And it matters to me a lot. So you can imagine how much I've been thinking about it and how much I think about it on a regular basis, especially when contractors ask me, do you think this is going to matter in a little while? And one of the things that kind of always comes to mind when I'm thinking about this question is people were asking this 5 years ago, as you can imagine. So I've been doing SEO for 5 years plus, and this is not the first time this question has come up because, I mean, it's a relevant question. The key is that the ads have been taking over more and more on the first page of Google. But you can imagine if it was just ads, right? If you went to Google and it was just ads, how long Google would be a dominant force in search. It would quickly go to Bing, it would quickly go to DuckDuckGo, it would quickly go to Apple search, and the platform that was just ads would go to zero pretty quickly. But if you have decent organic results at the top of the search, and some people know to search, 8 out of 10 people do skip the ads. So just so you know, a lot of people are clicking those ads. The map is really important right now. Google local services is really important right now. But the organic results still get 80% on average. And the map is part of the organic results. So just to kind of note that. I think about it all the time. And I'm certainly, we are doing Google ads. So I'm not out for the count if, in 3 years, Google Organic is no longer a dominant player in lead gen for contractors. One second, I gotta sip this bang. So I want you to ask that question to yourself as well. Because if you don't believe that that's the case, you shouldn't invest. I happen to have thought about this in terms of 20 years, 10 years. And I think I am personally, and this doesn't have to be your answer. The question is Google Organic, not the paid ads, going to be a dominant lead gen force in 3 years? I invite you to also think about 10 years. I think anything past 3 years is really hard to predict, but I am thinking about 10 years, and I believe Google Organic will still exist and still be a pretty big primary source. But that doesn't have to be your opinion. The reason that it matters is because Google Organic gets really good after a couple of years. Like if you're doing SEO, it gets better and better as you do more and more SEO. So we have some clients that have been with us for several years, and they have like the absolute best results, of course, just because we are consistent. We stay moving in the right direction, even if we're getting pretty good results. So the question is, do you think it will be around in 10 years? Do you think it will be around in 20 years? And I say this, if Google isn't around, and there will be some method of search. There will be some method of search, and I plan on being there and helping my clients be there. So even if we're floating around in liquid like the Matrix and, being fed through a tube and have VR goggles on, I will be on that platform helping people find what they're looking for and doing the activities for our clients that will make them more visible. It's all about visibility. You got to be visible when people are searching. And if you believe Google Organic is going away in the next 3 years, don't invest in search engine optimization. This is a long game. I think people are very susceptible to scamminess and to bullshit when they want results immediately and when they are constantly looking for that silver bullet. I think it really leaves you susceptible. The best thing, and I mean like with a trusted partner, somebody that has proven track record and case studies, but you should be being in the best long-term games. Brand is a long-term game. Referral partnerships are a long-term game. Creating referrals from your existing customers are a long-term game. Google organic is a long-term game. And even doing Google ads is a long-term game, because let's say it's $180 a lead and you get it down to $150, you get it down to $130 a lead. You also get more and more data and are able to target better and better over time. So the data in your ad account is also extremely valuable the more you do it. So just keep on trying to get this logo in here because I'm in the office after hours today, just about to go to a rock show. The band Me Without You, I don't know if you've ever heard of them. They're playing at the Varsity Theater in Minneapolis tonight. But I wanted to touch base on this because a very ideal customer that I still haven't been able to work with yet, even though I've been pursuing him for years. And I have a long-term mindset. So we've given him some stuff and kind of like just pursued him because, and I'll be fine if he never becomes a customer, but it's Gennaro from Bison Roofing. I'm not gonna be mad if he never becomes a client, but I like having these people that I wanna work with and really focusing and trying to learn about why don't they purchase? And this question is the real key question here. It's, will Google Organic be around in 3 years? And I just like you thinking about that, even if you don't come to the same conclusion as me. And I hope you have a good one. Whatever the dominant forces for lead gen are in the world, it's probably worth doubling down on them if they're the top lead gen sources in the world. So if you believe Google is one of the top and best lead gen sources in the world, it's worth it to go hard, whether that be with a partner like Hook Agency or whether that be internally or whatever it happens to be. So I hope you guys are having a good one.